Alright, welcome to a video with the worst audio quality you've ever heard. Today I want to show off one of my favorite dungeon sprints, the Ziggurat Sprint. I think this is a great way to play the game. There's only a few characters that are really worth trying out here. We're going to be doing a Gnoll Skald with a hand axe. If you play this enough, you kind of get down the muscle memory to drop all your gear that you don't want and pick up the gear that you do want. I like to pick these up so we can enchant them. Just walk over and auto pick up all these stuff here. But I don't think we're going to be doing too much casting. One of the best weapons in the game is here. It's this obsidian axe. That's usually what you're going to want to play with if you're going to be doing any kind of melee character. So for the other thing is the what god you want to choose. I'm going to do Makleb. When you're playing in the console, everything's 8s. So you have to search for what you want to play as, and we're going to join this religion. Another great thing that you start with here is a potion of experience. When you're Gnoll, it's easy because you have absolutely no choice whatsoever. So we're just going to slip that down and get going. One of the great things about starting as a Skald is you have access to these spells that do a really good job of strengthening your early game play here. So before we get down, we're going to immediately cast Infusion, and before I forget, we're going to actually put all our stuff on. Wield A, wield C, wield I, yes, and then put on our rings of strength. When you're starting off here, even if you're trying to be some kind of melee caster hybrid, strength is better than int because it'll lessen the blow of wearing all this armor. So we start out with a hellhound and a bat skeleton. This could be the end of us right here. It is a total crapshoot what monsters you're going to start up against, and there can be some bad ones. So one of the cool things about the obsidian axe is that it's going to spawn stuff to help us. So it's going to summon some lesser demonic stuff. So we're not immediately adjacent to this hellhound here, and there's just a bunch of useless items here. So we immediately lose 9% or 9 health, and we miss. We might have to start over here very soon. I'm going to try evoking our Ice Blast. There we go. We kind of don't want to be wearing our strength rings the entire game, so I am going to put some stuff into strength. Alright, this is another one of the easier floors, although we will get blown around quite a bit. Alright, so we probably have one chance here to kill this air elemental before it kills us. Whew. Another thing about the Obsidian Axe is you'll see we have the mesmerized effect now. So we can't actually run away and escape. Does no damage. We're kind of living a life on the edge here. And we lived. We're gonna go strength again. Manual short blades, we don't really need it. I'm not gonna wear that, and we'll take this. I haven't used the Fan of Gales in Zig Sprint, but I'm thinking now that I'm thinking about it, the mesmerization effect isn't always great because you don't want to always be adjacent to an enemy or a bunch of enemies. So we might try out the Fan of Gales here to kind of push some guys off us. And I also forgot to do infusion. I'm also going to learn Spectral Weapon. We're not going to be able to use it for a while here, but eventually. Alright, so we spawned right next to a bunch of stuff. We're poisoned. And we haven't lost too much HP yet. I'm going to swing directly at the Crimson Imp. Are any of these guys friendly? No. Control of the armor of the van. So you'll see we now have a friendly Ice Devil with us. I'm going to read these enchant weapons. This is the reason I picked up these lesser axes. I'm going to use the Grave Key to repeat that. Summoning. We might do summoning at some point, but not immediately. When did we get flight? Oh, I never noticed the Obsidian Axe had +5. Alright. A Centaur and 3 Actors. So this is bad. Ooh, but if we get this Brutish Shielding, that would be really good. I'm gonna do Ice Blast. So the Centaur's almost down. I don't even know which one's the Centaur. Centaur's this one on the right. So our evocations training is paying off here. A couple of these guys are about to die here. I'm just gonna kind of run and kill this last one. This Brutish Shielding is great. There's only a few amulets that would be better than this. Possibly the Macabre Finger Necklace, depending on what other rings you found. I'm actually going to drop these Dex rings. Yeah. Did any of these guys drop corpses? Yeah. On to the next one. I'm not used to playing console here. I have to read a white ugly thing, polar bear, shapeshifter, human, and a swamp drake. Looks like there's some good supplies here though. Immediately the wyvern is next to us. I'm going to do acid. Swamp drake is almost dead. Human is severely wounded. I think we should be good here. Yep, that was not an issue. I'm gonna brand our Broad X here. Chaos. I think there's only like a 5% chance to get Chaos. I'm gonna think about using that. That's interesting. The Obsidian X we're using right now is technically Broad X. That's plus 14. We'll never get Broad X as good as that in terms of sleigh bonus. Chopping is also good. Might want to do Olgrebs. And a Fake Cloud could also be good. We're getting to the point where the spells that we already know are about to be castable again. Really only Song of Slaying is going to be useful from here on out. 2 Phantoms, 2 Whites, Adder Skeleton, Quokka Skeleton. Alright, this is an easy floor. We can even have some little buddies helping us. Manual of Longblades. Nah. Speed. Alright. While we have our little buddies, we're gonna go to the next floor. 2 Phantoms, a Necrophage, and some zombies. So this is a lot like the last floor. I'm just gonna tab through this. Yeah, this is not an issue. Book of Ice. Sea Invis. I doubt we're gonna use magic enough to have fun with that, but pick it up anyway. Three Ugly Things, a Shining Eye, Polar Bear, Nekasek, Spriggian. I want to check out the Shining Eye. Malmutate. It's probably not the best. But we have some guys helping us here. Yeah. Alright, so I'm glad we didn't keep the armor fits poorly. That's good. We are going to need Refine Egg at some point. I might pick that up. So our little buddies will only come with us through the transport if they're immediately adjacent to us. After that, any allies that are immediately adjacent to them will also come. Spriggan Rider, Spriggan Druid, 3 Back Bears, 2 Spriggans, and a Wolf. So these guys are probably going to spawn more stuff even. If I didn't have little buddies, I'd probably use the Lamp of Fire here. Our evocations is at 8.7, which is great for actually getting stuff done. I might also do a servant here. I'll do a lesser servant. Do we even spawn something? So Wolf dies. Okay, so I got an orange demon, yeah. And he's not doing too good. Yeah, this is troublesome. We have immediately adjacent to us. Spriggans. Take a couple whacks here. One of the benefits of just tapping here in this situation is that Moklob's gonna heal us back up when we kill stuff. And we will do a good job of that. See, we're almost back to full already. clear everything. It's hard to see with my terminal colors here what's actually what we're mesmerized to in the first place. I don't think we're gonna use that. Amplifier we already have. I will pick up the sack of spiders. I really find spiders and beasts to be really, really good, especially in these later floors. I say floors, but it's just different parts of the same floor. Yeah, this is not an issue. Alright, what we got? Floods, staff. One of the things we don't start with is boots, so I'm glad we have boots. Also, in case we encounter a slime floor, we should be good. Freezing Wraith, Phantom, some zombies. Also a Flying Skull. That could mess with us. In this situation, I probably should be putting on my iron egg for this Flying Skull, but looks like it's about to be killed anyway. Yeah. Alright, that's everything. Tempests. Space. What is this? This book. Alright. So what spells can we learn? I'm gonna get rid of some of these that we don't ever want to learn. Shock, Sting, Shroud, Vapors, Conjure Flame, Spider Form, Discharge, Stone Arrow, Ice Form. Yeah, so for those, the ones I'm deleting either aren't going to be useful to us, or we're never going to have the stats to actually use it anyway. And we'll keep those level 9 spells just for fun. It's also hard to keep track of what thing we're on. So we're about to head into the 9th. Vampire Knights, Vampire Magi. I am going to put on our egg for this. Yeah, and we just resisted half of that bolt of negative energy. I might do another Lesser Servant. Looks like we get an Orange Demon. We're mostly surrounded here. I think this is gonna be okay though. Ooh. Alright, so Necromancer just boned us. We still have some good allies with us. I wanna do heal wounds. We're gonna pick up more heal wounds as we go through here. And I'm confused. This is lame. How drained are we? Yeah, we're half a level drained. Drained again. Alright. Moklib's helping us out a lot here. What's going on here? We have one in front of us and one to our right. Alright, and they're all gone. rapier's cool. Heat, frost, I think we already got that one. Spiders. How's our spells looking? So we might use Song of Slaying here for this next floor. Let me heal up and start rattling that. Miscast. Oops. Metia. I think that might be a Panlord. Two Panlords. Okay, so during a normal game of Crawl, seeing two Panlords at XL11 would be completely insane. But for Zig Sprint it's normal. So we're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is the 13th floor of our Zig. What do we want to do here? So our little buddies are next to us and behind us. So I might do a lamp of fire here. Lamp of fire doesn't really go straight anymore. It's probably in the curve. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to Alright. Oops. We're gonna have to do some greater servants. Ooh. We can also get one shot, like, immediately, like any of these turns. Did we get something out of that? Orange Demon? Sun Demon Executioner? And he's already being boned. Fog might be good. Amnesia is going to keep us from walking back into it, but at least we'll be able to get some line of sight tormentors off our case. We're still wearing our neg, which is good. I kind of want to wear the protection from cold for the blizzard demon, but I'm not sure it's going to matter too much. So everyone's still pretty far away. So now we're adjacent to Metia. Hit for 47 damage plus Distorting Touch. So you could immediately one-shot us here, and he probably will, with his posse. We survived one turn. Floor. Oh, this isn't a turn. I'm still describing stuff. Okay. Oop. All right. Force more, and we're probably dead. Nope. I'm gonna do heal wounds. Might. We don't have any little buddies anymore. Oop. Yeah, we're dead. He hit us for 25 damage. Alright. That wasn't bad. We're gonna try again. I'll probably do one or two more depending on how far we get. Let's see, if we want to do more kind of spellcasting, let's do Fire Dragon Scales. We'll also worship Sif Muna here. So, one mistake we made last game, or I made, is we should have been using this Shield of the Gong. It's plus 18, so it's really ridiculous. But it also lowers our EV. But it would have been another pip of our neg for that last floor. Altar. Look for Sif Muna. E. So we have to start out with some kind of melee. Spellcasting really does not work to get you started off. Alright. Is there anything else we need to do? Wield shield. As we get more into spellcasting, we might switch to the buckler. Are we good here? Yep. 2 necrophages. This is one of the harder floor ones. So they've sickened us, so we've immediately lost 5% of our health. Plus they hit us for 2, which is another 10%. Oop. Alright. Gonna go strength. Yeah, so that wasn't that bad. Ashen Sari's Steam. Okay, so the 2B. Alright. Yeah, our spells aren't doing that bad. Apocalypse Crab, Iron Imp, Shadow Imp, and Amphitrite. This Chaos Cloud is probably gonna immediately kill us. So we get something. Kill the Iron Imp. And yeah, not too shabby. Slate plus 4 really helped. Have we really not found any books? Alright. ZV. 2 phantoms, a white. These are good. Plus 5 ring event. Burglary. I don't think any of these are going to be really useful to us. Maybe swiftness? My problem with swiftness is that it doesn't last very long. Pass wall is totally useless. Passage. I don't know. Yeah. Alright, this is a good floor. Plus 5 slaying. fire. We're gonna do blink. I'd really like confusing touch, but it doesn't look like we're gonna get it. Two-headed ogre, 3 trolls, 2 ogres. This is not gonna be good. Looks like Sifman dropped us a book. I'm gonna start going in now. Corona, inner flame, portal projectile. Yeah. We might as well do swiftness. So we're gonna want for the next floor to do Song of Slaying plus regen. Then when we get there, spectral weapon. That's an interesting dagger. Phantom mirror. Halberd. Oh, we didn't even do experience. There we go. Regen. Alright, so we don't have any Arpoys, but we do have a Solier and a Sun Demon. And a Spectral Weapon here. That did nothing. Is there something there? No. Lightning scales. What is this? You never get that when you actually need it. Alright. ZB, ZC, ZD. We had this floor last time. I think we're gonna do better here because we have our good shield now. The other thing that's different that we need to remember is we don't have Mach Web healing us. I like that ring. Not enough to put it on yet though. Where are we around? Okay. Green Death, Wretched Star, Smoke Demon, Tormentor, Chaos One. So, this Tormentor is going to wreck us immediately. The Smoke Demon already tormented us. We should have done Divine Energy. I don't think this actually takes a turn. Alright. So, this is not good. No. Evoke. Sack of Spider might be our best bet. We got a soldier ant. Very nice. Alright, that was quick. Heal limbs. Ooh, we're also poisoned. Hit wounds again. Acid. I don't think we can drink heal wounds fast enough at this point. Oop. We did it! Alright, CB, CC. Is there anything else? Alright, so this is going to be a vaults themed thing. I definitely want little buddies here. Oh. So we have 4 redbacks, that's actually really good. I don't need any of that. Order of Abjuration, Shadow Creatures. I've never used Order of Abjuration. So I'd really like Shadow Creatures, but I'll deal with that when we get better stats. Radiate might be good. I think we're good on spells for now. We're still in our melee mode here. We've done 5, 9, 10. This is the 10th. So pretty soon we're going to be able to do more spells. I'm going to try to keep our slay bonus here, so I'm just going to do regen. Another vaults. We could Phantom Mirror one of these guys. Great Sword, War Axe, Great Sword, War Axe, Halberd. I think I'll take this halberd guy. Now there's even more vault cards. We're about to run out of our sleigh here. Our shield is putting in the work though. We're totally surrounded and at full health. How are these guys looking? Moderately, severely, heavily, moderately, severely, moderately. We're also making little buddies again. Ooh. Heal wounds. We'll go int. We got a book. I'm gonna step closer to this guy. Alright. Read. I'm not gonna use any of the spells from that book. At least we got our fancy mirror back. Do we have fancy gills? We do. Let me get rid of some of these. Ice form, radiate, bolt cold, hydra, Kuros. We're getting close on shadow creatures. Oops. Yeah, this is looking good. Oops. Ooh. Yeah. So it's this Tormentor floor again. We're immediately off health. I just threw in our neg. This flying skull is gonna wreck us. Oh, wait, it's a flying skull, not a cursed skull. So I want. Ooh, I keep forgetting we're not Mako. I might do a lamp of fire here. So at least we've kind of walled off where these guys can be adjacent to us. So right now we're next to a nice devil and a nice beast. And we're getting wrecked. So we have 6 slaying. Yeah, and that totally cleared everyone out. Oop, it's still a phantom. Alright, now we're good. Box of beasts. I'll take Mana Viper. Animate dead. Amulet of Harm, not interested. Hopefully get some corpses next floor. So I'm gonna do slaying and regen. Then when we get there, we're gonna summon a couple Mana Vipers. It might make us really hungry though. You don't get many rations doing this game mode. And a lot of the enemies you go up against are undead or otherwise evil. So you don't really get corpses. So we're gonna try not to eat for a while here. ZV, ZC. We don't have too many bad guys in sight yet. ZH. ZH. Alright, so we're doing good. Anyone else want some? Alright. Alright. I don't think we got any corpses from that either. Yeah. Enchant armor. That's good. Get off my stuff. Sack spiders. Robe. Sack. burglary, and it harm again. Alright, so I'm gonna eat a ration here. We gotta try and make those last. So I think we got to this floor right here last time. So we're already doing just as good. Alright. ZB, CC. This is gonna be a orc themed thing. We have a man viper. It might have some, yeah. Just slam it. Alright, everything's cleared. So we did get corpses from that. We didn't have to eat. Cantrips, okay. So I want Confusing Touch. I'm not sure if we're going to use it though. Apportation is limited. It's questionable whether we'll even want to use that if the situation arises. We're getting close to shadow creatures. Rage, Box of Beasts, Holy Wrath. You'll never find one of these if you go. Swords to start with. Alchemy. Wizardry. Book of Death. Garbage. Alright. I mean, I guess we can go magic regen. If we learn any bolt spell, it might be Bolt of Draining. A lot of stuff is immune to negative energy, though. I can use that, this. I'd really like Olgred's Toxic Radiance. We haven't found it. Alright. Same thing. Regen, Mana Vipers. VCC. So as you get to these bigger floors, eventually you can't actually see the enemies you're going up against initially, which is good because it gives you more turns to buff up. And you also get these pillars, which are hollow, unfortunately, but you can do some line of sight stuff. Alright, so this is dragons. How are we doing for resistances? There is an ice dragon, and we are vulnerable to ice. I might do resistance. We have plenty. Yeah. It's also going to be useful against all this other stuff. Okay. So the Swamp Drake is confusing a bunch of all the other allies. Alright, one of our Mana Vipers died. I'm going to summon another one. Too injured to fight recklessly. Luckily, most of the bad guys have done. I am a little concerned about this Acid Dragon, though. Oops. Ooh. F. Oops. I'm kind of just pressing the movement keys because I can't tab in too low health, but there's no actual monster where I'm trying to attack. Alright, now it's just the ice dragon. I've tried Dispel Undead before. It's an attack, but your skills will never get good enough to actually use it competently. Like, it's always better to just swing your axe. That's kind of the problem with doing kind of a hybrid character in this situation. I didn't even use these. I'm dumb. Oops. Battle Sphere. Ooh, I like all that. I think Spellforge Servitor will only do conjurations. So let's do Servers P. So we're not quite ready for it yet. None of these level spells really. Level 7 spells. Alright, that's good for now. Spiders, fire. Whoa. So I'm gonna take the time to drop some stuff. We're never gonna use a large shield. If we look at our stats, we haven't even reached shield's good enough to wield normal shield, you know, the one that we're actually wearing right now. Drop the normal shield. At some point we might want to move to int, but not right now. We're never going to put the second ring of strength on. Executioner's Axe of Chaos. That's interesting. Alright, so now that there still can be enemies that are going to be immediately adjacent to us wherever we spawn down here. But chances are we're going to be able to have some turns to buff up while we're inside the teleporter here. Alright, so this is going to be water themed. So possibly mermaids, sirens, ZB, ZC, ZH. Yeah, this sucks. We don't have any art boys, and we're really hungry. There's a javelin. We can have some control using Lamp of Fire. It's gonna create steam. Ooh, we got a double one there. Do we have anybody immediately adjacent to us? Yeah. Where's the next closest guy? What an nymph. Next sec. Aquamancer. It's hard to see what's water. Like, I don't want to stand in the water because it's going to slow us down, make us trip and stuff. But it's hard to tell. Hippogriff. We still have some fire going on, which is nice. Alright, and everything's down. Servitors at 83. That's not good enough. Ooh, elemental stuff. We don't really have any conjurations. It may discharge powerful blasts of elemental energy when striking with it. So I think that's a melee thing. I mean, the main thing I'd want resistances for right now is Arc Gold. So I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind. Haste. This is nice. Inaccuracy, brilliant, okay. Alright, and we're ready to go to the next one. I'm gonna check how long I've been recording quick. Ooh, almost an hour. I might stop the recording here or soon. I kinda wanted to do shorter episodes, but I might even try to just hurry things up here a bit. Ooh. Yeah, this is definitely hurrying things up. All this RN stuff, you never really have, Holy Wrath unless you do Shining One, so it really messes with you. What do we got? We got a book. Energy Beasts. Alright. This is too much stuff. I'm just gonna go next floor. Ooh, yeah, this is what I was saying. Sometimes you are adjacent to stuff still. CP, CC, CH, CH. We're just gonna whack stuff. I'm not too afraid of this stuff. 2 liches, okay. Good, Mana Flipper's adjacent to us. Simulacrum. I'm gonna step into our Ice Devil, just so we can get more wax off our axe here. Kill this lich, hopefully. We do have a bunch of little buddies. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, that's everything. Easy, see. CH. Ooh, yeah, I don't like this. We do have a corrosion, and our armor is good, so it's not gonna be too bad. Famous last words, right? Ooh, yeah, not gonna be too bad, huh? I might do... The problem with Fan of Gales here is that I actually don't know how big these... Yeah, large slime creature. Fan of Gales. Alright, I'm gonna do... Box of Beasts. Yeah, the issue was that we had huge slime creatures adjacent to us. Still can't attack. Ooh. Where's our boys? We have a boy over there. A boy over there. And a boy right here. Ooh. Ooh. We're not doing too bad. Yeah. Bunch of brand weapon. Alright, we're ready to go to the next one. At some point we're gonna have enough potions that we can just buff up every time. So we're not really at that point yet. We still have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 floors to go. Ooh, we're missing a book. Absolute garbage. Okay, BCC, CH. Servitors at 63. Ugh, more of this stuff. Okay, this Titsmol might wreck us. We do have 2 RNM. So this might, yeah. It might wreck us though. Alright. There's not a whole lot I can do about this. Let's waste our potions. Alright. Fan of Gales? I don't know if that's gonna help. I mean, it'll push the shadow dragons away. Ooh, yeah. Oh, it's the flayed... This little guy over here. If we killed him, we'd probably have most of our health back. Ooh, 1 HP. So this is gonna be our death throws here. Yeah. Ooh. Died. So in the comments, please compliment my audio quality. And maybe you can comment on what we could have done better in that last game. We didn't have much resources, but we did the best we could. I'm gonna go eat dinner here now, so thanks for watching.